Here I am in TinkerCAD. Let me move that out the way by clicking on there. And you'll see there's quite a few changes. One of the changes is to make this like a bigger diameter. Actually, let me get this back. If I get that back, I can put the ruler on here. Sometimes having the ruler on is a bit of a nuisance because you have all these numbers popping all over. But you can see that's, well, we call it 125. It is bigger one way and the other because it is a spiral. So also made the height a bit higher, 17 millimeters. Say that's one of the changes. So by making the spring like a bigger diameter, it was about probably half of this before, but by making it bigger diameter, I'm hoping for more turns. Now I was thinking about making this thicker. It's harder to make it the actual material thicker to get more torque because there's not enough torque in it, but like turning force. But I've made it a bit higher instead to try and achieve the same thing without making it too thicker. One problem making it thicker as well is as the spring tightens up, the coils in a way here, the gaps move closer together. So if you have a thicker material on there, it's going to restrict the movement, and that's going to restrict the turning. That's how I'm thinking about that. Now I very much doubt whether this will, even like this, will be enough power to get a model diesel engine started. I've increased the hook here. That's like a hook that this is upside down compared with this. This is hooks on here as it's turning because it was unhooking sometimes on the previous model. I've also changed the pawl here that hooks onto this ratchet wheel. So that ratchet wheel, I don't want to move these about, but basically that ratchet wheel goes on here, okay, onto there. Then the spring goes on top of that, and then this is like the actual turning lid here that goes on top. That's upside down. Okay, with this that goes in here in the slot, and then there's a button that fastens on the other side so that that'll latch, and then we can slide that button over. On the previous model there was a great big thing stuck out the side. Doing it this way though, that reduces the height of the spring because this ratchet wheel has to be inside here. And the lid basically allows for the difference in the height, and obviously it's got that slot in for this other side to hook into. Basically, I don't think there's much more I can really say about that. So that square latch goes into here, so as this turns, this will turn, and this, well, the front of this sort of plate basically goes under the propeller, the spinner on your model diesel engine. So the idea is to wind up the spring, latches on the ratchet, you slide over the pawl, pushing this button here. Oh, I've added some bumps to the top of this button, by the way, to give more grip when you're sliding it about. Anyway, that unhooks the ratchet and it unwinds quite quickly. That is the basic idea there. This is all prototyping, so I'm intending to print out this big spring first to see how springy it is. Now you do get springing. I've tried this in PLA and ABS, and I don't know if there's any difference, to be honest, because I haven't had a chance to do any real testing, and I've done some of the changes that would be hard to compare. Well, I intend to print this in ABS. That's what I have on the printer at the moment, and see just how springy, whether this can turn. I wanted to be able to turn, well, unwind at least 1.5 turns if not getting near 2 turns, so that when it, after it's been wound up, it will like unwind and give your model diesel engine or a model diesel engine 1.5 turns to get started. I think 1.5 is about a good level. Having a bit more is probably advantageous. One reason of having a hook here is so that even if it does start while this plate is still pressed against the propeller, is this can just like unhook out the hook and turn round this direction. I should turn that up the other way actually, because that's upside down. It's just because I've been designing it. Okay, so that's a bit about the design and update of this. So basically it's bigger, the spring is higher. One problem is it is a bit bigger. I wanted to try and get this to fit into a pocket or something actually. It's getting a bit limited to do that, a bit too big to do that, but we'll see. All prototyping, just a basic idea.